When you talk about farm women, I can see my grandmother, my grandfather's wife, my mother's mother, short little person. She'd have breakfast on the table at 7 o'clock for whoever came in the door, and it might be 5 and it might be 10. Noontime, it was a meal. It wasn't a lunch at noontime there. It was a noontime meal. And again, it might be 5, it might be 10, it might be 15, but there was always more than enough on the table for everybody. Night you had a light meal, and she would think nothing of that, take care of all the book work, because they had a farm and a creamery, so it was doubled up. And she always had time to do stuff, and she always had time to take care of us. And you wonder how they did it. I do.
The wife's job was to do the books, take care of the house, and to help the husband. The husband's job was to work outside.
Right.
And
Right.
I think
You know,
we had 3 children, and I changed 1 diaper.
But I don't think it was nothing that we were forced to do. It was just part of my desire to help him. And in doing that, I would provide the food and do that, and he never mowed the lawn either, so. Well, I would say that I did a lot of running for parts. I went to a lot of different places that I wouldn't have found if he didn't need parts. I was pregnant with my first son and almost due to deliver, and we had to go over the other side of the mountain. I made it back, but we did that type of thing. I used to do all the book work for Wayne, so he didn't do, under his supervision,
Yeah.
but I did do all the accounting and checking, grading, etc.
Well, we used to ride the hay baler and, you had to holler block when the block had to go in to separate the bales of hay. I remember being on that. And then I used to tie the wires on the baler, and I'll tell you, when you could graduate from that, it was wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds like a really hard job.
Yes, it was.
And we had the women's committee too.
Yes,
The wives
yeah.
of the farmers in the county would get together
Yes.
couple times a month usually.
Right,
That's how we all got to know each other really well. I mean, you couldn't hear, but.
Yeah.
Committee, it was part of the Farm Bureau organization, and there were committees and different aspects, just like,
Yeah.
in those times, and we would plan gatherings, things like that.
Yeah. We also had study clubs in the area.
Oh, yes.
This county was very well known for their study club groups, and of course Jack's mother and I went, and you just learned so much. And in fact, it's lacking today, because now they all just go out for dinner and have their meeting. I said that's because we saved them all the money and we had all that budget.
They inherited some big
Now-
bucks,
yeah,
huh?
oh,
In most family operations today, the wife is still, very important, part of the operation.
Oh, definitely, but it's a partnership, it's just that the
Yeah.
ways,
Yeah.
the times are different.
Yeah.
But like you say, there's no set rules, you just
that was
do what you gotta do when you
Right.
do it, that's.